Full shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's some social shit for everyone, you know what I'm saying? Like, I made this be myself, so hear me. Woo! I mean, like, we can put all that clown shit away. There's some real shit for you. I'm spazzing right now, so listen, let's go. Yeah. It's in their bones, the thugs in harmony for the love of the money. Then fall victim for the cookie, then turn pussy, it's lonely. You said you hold it down when life get rough, we're here now, so show me. We move them losses to them wins. Heavy pounds, we make it ends meet. Converse with only few who make me feel like I be 10 feet.
Yes, what's going on, peeps? We are back in the damn building, guys. Make sure you are smashing that like button, sharing and subscribing to the damn channel. Just had to adjust that there. So obviously what we're here for, man, we're going to talk about Gravenberch, bro. We're going to talk about Gravenberch because I don't like the silence that this is all getting. It's making my skin itch. I don't really understand as to why, especially when people are very quick to speak about other players. They're very quick to throw other players under the bus, and they're so mad. I'm not even here to necessarily do that, but I am here to wonder. And again, you guys can tell me in the comment section, and you can throw your stats and whatever it is that you feel you need to you know, engage in this kind of conversation, and let me know as to why you've kept so quiet on Ryan Gravenberch. Like, I personally don't really understand. I'm very, very confused. He has been, in my opinion, if I had to rate it out of like 10, I'd say he's been a 4, 5 at a push since the beginning of January. We're now, I mean, that's half the season. You know what I mean? And we've only got a couple of months left. And we're saying that he's only had a good first half of the season. So second half of the season, you've just fallen off an absolute massive, massive cliff. You know, beginning of the season, this is what I saw the pictures. Yeah, I mean, everyone was like, yo, Gravenberch, like, this guy, this is why we should have started him. Da, 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 da. This is why he's the greatest midfielder since. Da, 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 da. That's what people were doing. This is what was happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what was going on. And this is why I say to people, you can't do the hyperbole thing too much. You can't go, and we do it anyway. Every fan base does it. It's not even just a Liverpool thing. Every fan base does it. Players a good few months, and that's all it is. It's a good few months. And when people kept saying, oh, he's a world-class midfielder, I said it's impossible to call him that. How can you call someone a world-class midfielder based off of what, 3-4 months of a season? That's weird. Never seen that before in my life. And that can't be what people are putting or using as some type of like determining factor as to what they then deem to be a world-class player. If so, guys, you need to really check your world-class definitions. You know what I'm saying? I know we've all got a different perception on what the term means, and that's fair, but it can't be you're good for half a season and then the second half you're not that good. Like, it to me doesn't even make any level of sense. The guy would get mad at the matches all the time. Yeah, Gravenberch. Every 2 seconds, all I'm seeing is, bro, this guy, he's the best midfielder in the world right now. I hate the term right now. It pisses me off. It's what losers use in conversation when they're trying to make a point about a player. Oh, he's the best right now. He's the best right now. You don't have full confidence in saying that he is just the best. I don't need to say that Virgil van Dijk's the best centre-back. Like, I don't need to say he's the best centre-back in the world right now. Well, we know that. I'm trying to say, I'll just say he's the best centre-back in the world. Listen, best goalkeeper in the world. I don't need to say right now. Why does everything have to be right now? Why does everything have to be oh yeah, but as of today, like, are you going to change? It's almost like I feel like people are already using the excuse and they're going to change their mind soon. Like, in 2 months' time, they're going to just do that. That's why I said, bro, with Gravenberch, let Gravenberch keep doing his thing. You know what I'm trying to say? He's performing well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's performing as great as everyone said he was, but I feel like he was performing well. But ultimately, so far, if we looked at it as today's date, you know, in March, just on form. That's all it was. So he's not a world-class player. He's a decent player at best. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because clearly we've only seen him perform for a piece and then that's it. Just drop off a cliff. Now, obviously, people talk about, you know, the minutes and the tiredness and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. I mean, guys, look. This is sevens. Obviously, we're just going by ratings. And again, I don't really like judging it that way. But if this is what people were using, and that's absolutely fine, no worries. This is what he was obviously doing. Yo, you didn't pass the Gravenberch test. Who's that? You got Gundogan, didn't pass the test. 𝐒𝐔𝐁𝐒 didn't pass the test. Mainu didn't pass the test. You know what I'm saying? 𝐒𝐁𝐃, Modric. Like, really, guys? This is what we were doing. This is what I'm saying about people going so far one way with something. Guess what? I'm here to bring everybody back down. I'm here to do that because I'm tired of it now. Because I've seen it way too long. I'm sick and tired of seeing Gravenberch play at this current moment in time. He offers me nothing in this Liverpool midfield at this current moment in time. We don't play through him anymore. His moves, they don't work, and he has nothing else in his game at this moment in time. I'm not saying in the future. I'm not saying he's a shit player. Don't take it like that, people. What I'm saying is, as of the 17th of March, for the last 3 months, this guy has been poor. He's been poor. You can maybe pick, maybe at a push, some people say 2 games. I'll pick 1 game, and that's about it. But outside of that, I think he's been poor. And you're not offering me anything in this midfield whatsoever. And I think that's what's bugging me more than anything else, is that you're not even offering me anything. So I'm like, well, why do you need to be in the team? This is the kind of form that you're now bringing. Biggest game, over the, in terms of like this season for the importance for Liverpool. This guy has been so non-existent. He's been shown up. He's been bullied. He's been harassed. He's been rushed. He's been shown technical levels against PSG. Like everything, and it all came in the same week, which is so coincidental. And to be fair, it's not just him though; it is the entire midfield. The entire midfield again. We overrate. They're the greatest when they're doing well, right? When they're doing well, everyone, and please don't put me into that category, but everyone else sees, yeah, they're so fantastic, and they're this, that, and the third, and da 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 da. And then as soon as we come up against some level of difficulty, you know what? I never really thought he was that good. Really? Do you know what I mean? You guys were waxing lyrical about these kind of guys. McAllisters, the Szoboszlais, the Gravenberchs. Now, Liverpool, I mean, and the thing is, the proof is kind of in the pudding. So obviously here, you guys can obviously see on the screen, you can see here. So this is obviously Liverpool's draws won and lost and their success rate throughout the season. So this is obviously every game up until Aston Villa game, right? So that's the one that we drew 2-2 in that game. You can see, started out, I mean, we I'll go to the most of the success rate. Obviously, you guys can, spend some time if you want, and you can check this out. But I'll look more to that, like the success rate. So 47%, 53, 49, 45, 55, 50, 62, 53, 48, 58, 49, blah, blah, blah. Now we're starting to get to the, you get to the Brentford the second time round, or even Nottingham Forest. You're looking at that and you're like, well, let's put you this way. Obviously, against Nottingham Forest, the first time was 45. This time was 46%. Against Brentford, the first time it was 53%. This time it's 43. Ipswich, it got better. Bournemouth, it got worse. Against Everton, we only played them once. Wolverhampton Wanderers, it got worse. Against Aston Villa, it got worse. So there's a few in there where you're looking at it thinking like, right. And again, that's not just on Gravenberch, by the way. I believe so anyway. It's not just a Gravenberch, kind of thing. This is for the entirety, I would say, of the of the Liverpool midfield. And I feel like that's what's kind of gonna miss, so far, in this second half of the season, is that Liverpool are just toothless in that midfield. I just don't really get it. And what's bugging me more than anything is that we don't seem to be like, there's no real plan B for it, if that makes sense. Like the midfield just continue doing, whatever it is that they do. And that's kind of it. And it's like, oh, okay. Like if they can't do, what it is that they have been doing before, okay, no worries. Surely you can change it up. Surely some of these players can, go out there and, go and do, something different. But none of the midfield, none of them. Doesn't matter who it is, who you throw in there. They're not doing anything, different. And obviously, I hear people talking about the minutes that obviously Gravenberch is obviously playing and stuff like that. Now, I'm not even going to say that doesn't have some kind of I'm not going to say it plays no part. Let's put it that way. I'm not going to say that, because the reality is it's going to play some part. But it's now 3 months, though. I don't know, and ultimately, it's not even necessarily his fault, because, of course, the manager keeps playing him. This season he's played 3,500 minutes plus. This season, which is obviously considerably more than he played last season and more than the season, before. But ultimately, if the player's not playing well, if he's not offering us anything in that midfield, why does he keep playing? And then on top of that, why is everyone so damn silent about it? It's a bit like the Chiesa situation. It's literally the same thing in terms of nobody's like, everyone's been briefed. Don't talk about it. Don't say anything. Like, 'cause if you say anything, if Rodri had gone 3 months and performed in the way Gravenberch has been performing, we'd be sitting there saying, oh, he's not that good. Oh, he's rubbish. If Salah did it, we'd be saying the same thing. If Virgil did it, we'd be saying the same thing. Guys, all I'm saying is just keep the same energy. That's all I'm saying is just keep the same energy when we're talking about these players. You can't call man rude hullet and all of a sudden now he's not doing anything for 3 months. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. And to be honest, the reasoning, I don't actually care. Like, I don't care. You're just not performing. I don't want to see you in the lineup anymore. I'm sorry. I don't want to see you anymore. I don't. You're not offering me any, like, you do nothing for me. You've done nothing. Like, you're not, like, it would just be better if I had Curtis Jones there or Endo there or Harvey Elliott. Like, it would just be better to have someone else who offers me something different in the midfield. They don't play the same game as you, but they can offer me something different. And that's kind of my kind of pet peeve at this current moment in time, is that everyone's just kind of letting it pass. But God forbid Szoboszlai misplaces a pass. God forbid Salah don't score or assist, boy. Everyone's on their neck like there's no man's business. But this guy who you man was calling rude hullet, yeah, everyone's quiet. No one says a word. Everyone's just all silent about it. I'm like, nah, we don't do silence over here. Nah, GTV, we don't do that. We do not do that. Why am I talking in third person? But you know what I mean? Like, I don't do that. I don't do that, man. That's silly. That's very, very silly. Every player needs to be held accountable, especially like the senior players. Same way we hold Salah accountable. So, bruv, you're all the same. So you're all getting held accountable in moments that you're not performing well. And when you're performing like, you know, subpar for so long, come on, bro. Like, we need something else now, man. I understand even more now why he wanted Zubimendi, because at least Zubimendi offers me quite a few different things in the midfield. Gravenberch offers me the one thing, and he can't do that at this current moment in time. So, what are you doing in the starting lineup, man? But listen, man, as I say, let me know your thoughts, man. Let me know your thoughts, man. Like I said, it'll be a quick one. I'm just more intrigued as to how everybody else feels. Like, I'm just wondering, am I being too harsh? Like, let me know. Like, fully let me know. Am I being too harsh, or are we going to use excuses as to why? That's all I need to know really in the comment section. Is, are we going to give excuses, or are we just going to say he's just been poor? Do you know what I mean? Like, which one is it going to be, people? Let me know exactly in the comment section. And yeah, man, we'll chop it up obviously during the international break. And hopefully he comes back and he's, you know, we've got Everton Merseyside derby, so hopefully he comes back and, you know, he starts performing like he did in the first half of the season, because if this continues, I cannot wait to sign another player. Cannot wait. But we'll wait and see on that one anyways, man. But I'll catch you guys soon. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Peace.